Bro, tell me why. Yeah, tell me why. I got one of my videos. Chill, fam. Chill. Bro, chill. Now I got ash all over me. Thanks. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay. Tell me why, guys. Like, I actually got not one of my videos, but one of my shorts. Like, one of my YouTube shorts or something like that. Like, one of my shorts got taken down. And it was the birthday one. So I took this clip of my birthday, which is the actual video on YouTube, still on YouTube, not restricted. I think it's a copyrighted because there's the O3 Greedo song was playing. But I took this video, this clip of this video on my birthday called Finally 21. I'll pop that up. Okay, if you guys actually watch the vlog, there's this little part what's called like rolling with Rel, where I'm literally just teaching like all these people in my house to roll. It's probably like a good amount of people in there. Anyways, I took that clip, posted it on YouTube, and bro, YouTube was not having it, bro. They gave me a warning on my channel, bro. Like, I don't know what it was, but I think it's just specifically that clip. Like, I don't think it's smoking. I think it's like how you put it. Like, does that make sense? So in the clip, you can see me like rolling the blunt, like rolling this up. You get me? And I think that's what they did not like, bro, at all, bro. I don't know what the fuck. But they took it down, bro. I haven't smoked on the podcast in a while. Man, this is my 6th take, man. Man, I haven't felt like this since the beginning. Like, you know, knocking on wood or whatever. But recently, we don't even have that. But I used to have a lot of, how do I say, instances or like problems with that. Like, I had a lot of problems with, filming an episode and I didn't get the mic audio, or if I didn't get the quad. Like, there was hella shit. But today was the worst day. I filmed this episode that you're about to watch right now. Pray to God that nothing else happens. This is my 6th time doing that. I did 3 times in the beginning during the day. I did one more time. Then I had to go. And then one more time again right now. And I just found out my memory card is full and they did not get the whole thing. So now we're back with this 6th take. This is my 6th time telling this story today. But anywho, we back with it. Let's see. First, I got to start with the announcements. This is the 5th time I've said this today. Welcome back to an episode of the Real Me Real Podcast. I'm your host, Jarrell, also known as Rel. If you guys don't know me, if you guys are new to this channel, this is my podcast. I am your main host. I'm your guy that you guys come watch, and thank you guys for tuning in. A little background on this channel. We do have over 30,000 views on this channel. So first of all, I got to get like a clap machine in here or something, but that is great. It's amazing. We've had over 50, 60 podcasts, a lot of different guests, rappers, HPK Joshi, Baby Stone, J Fur, AMBJ, Kata Bandit. List goes on. I can't even remember right now. Producers as well. Just a lot of people on the podcast. A lot of great people. Thank you everyone that's been on there. We have female guests. We have vlogs as well. Make sure you guys go tune into that. Like, if you guys don't know, we got vlogs. So you guys can go tune into those vlogs right now. Shout out my camera manager, Quell. We got to get another one in pretty soon, actually. I'm probably going to try to see if I can get one with Marv. Shout out Marv, by the way. Now bringing him up. He actually is our newest sponsor to the podcast, Mixed by Marv. We are going to be sponsored by Mixed by Marv now. We're going to be doing some of our interviews in his studio called Nothing But Hit Studio. So make sure you guys be on the lookout that right now. We're working on getting Ron. I think that's the first time I want to pop out with. If you guys didn't know, go watch the... Oh, that's my nose. Okay. Go watch the... Okay, I'm on camera. Chill out. Okay, we're still on camera. Okay, go watch the Melrose with Desto Dub video. We just did that vlog last month. It was a great vlog. I got to talk to Ron, Jug, R3, and everything like that. So, anyways, we're trying to get Ron, the producer, on the podcast. But now with this new sponsor that we got, we're going to be filming in North Hollywood some interviews. So, we're working on trying to get Ron in there. But before we get into this, make sure you guys are subscribed right now. Like I said, we're trying to get monetized. We're on our road to getting 1,000 subscribers. We are more than halfway there. We've been on YouTube for a year now. Thank you guys to everyone that's subscribing. We are at 550 subscribers. Let's get to 600. If we can get to 700, to 800, and 900, to 1,000. Let's keep doing it. So if you guys are watching right now, click out this video and go subscribe. Let's see, another announcement I can make. Clothing. Make sure you guys fuck with my clothing. We have clothing for all affordable rates. We have clothing for $45 for hoodies. What does that mean? First of all, our hoodies come in 9, 10 different colors and 3 different options. I think 3, yeah. So they come in a regular pullover, which is a regular pullover jacket, standard. They also come in as, the zip up. We do have zip ups, but not in all the colors. We got 2 colors in the zip ups. I've worn them multiple times on the podcast. I'll pull up a clip. You guys can now get the zip ups. Those are all 45. Yeah, so they're all 45. And then we got crop tops for girls, crop top hoodies, you know what I'm saying? We got those. And then we're working on a winter drop that's going to be dropping. So make sure you guys go follow me. It's called The Real Me Clothing. I'm going to pop that up across the screen. Make sure you guys go follow that. If not, find a link in the description. Man, I need this blunt. This is going to be my 6th time telling you guys this today. But you guys don't know that because you guys don't see that part. But I really want to get this episode out the way. Put the blunt down a little bit. Okay, so this episode is going to be labeled Q&A Part 2. Of course, we had a Q&A Part 1. That's actually what I skipped. It's actually available. Not available, but yeah, available now to listen to on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So you guys can now stream those episodes for real. Today's Q&A Part 2, solo episode. We're back here. I'm just doing it because I've been getting a lot of good feedback on it. Let me know how you guys are feeling, how you guys are fucking with this, the whole 9 yards. You know why I'm looking up a lot? It's because I don't have my glasses on. When I have my glasses on, I don't really look up that much. I can't find my glasses, so yeah, whatever. So the first question I got, which was, I feel so annoyed right now. That's why I feel like I shouldn't do this, feel me? Because I just feel like my energy is just not there. But just believe it is. Just so you guys can, if I'm not reacting the same, just react with me, bro. I'll tell it again. Who gives a fuck? Okay, my first question was, most question that I get from a lot of people, which is, who inspired you to become a podcaster? How did you get into that sort of thing? I'm going to tell this story, but I'm not going to tell this slow. Okay. So I've answered this question a lot. I told everyone it's not specifically anybody. I told you I've always been this type of person. I wanted to share a story with you guys today. And it's when the first time I knew I had a very good grasp on perspective and I knew I had an audience and knew that I could do things and people, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but let me just tell you something. Long time ago, getting old, I was 15 years old and I wanted to throw this function. I wanted to throw a function for my birthday. I was this party. I've talked about this before on the podcast. Do your research, guys. I'm tired of repeating myself. If you have not heard this before, go back and watch all the videos where I say that shit. I'm going to talk about it. If you don't know, you should know. I'm starting to get aggressive. I'm sorry. Anyways, I used to party back in the day, so I knew all these party people. And I wanted to throw this function. But first of all, I had to find a house. I had to find, DJ, security, a lot of things you gotta do. Promoters. So long story short, I wanted to throw this party. I knew everybody. So I knew I had the right connections with people. But I didn't have no money. So I hit up these people that I knew that I was going to parties with. I said, I'm about to throw a party. You want to promote it with me? You want to host with me? Whatever I said. And they said, yeah, that's cool. $200. Now, I know about you guys, but I did not have $200 when I was 15. Let alone $20 at best. So, broke my heart. No, I was playing. Yeah, so anyways, I wanted to throw this party, guys, and no one wanted to help me. I didn't have no money, and I felt like, fuck, like, how am I going to promote this party? No one wants to help me post. Everybody wants money. So luckily, I was able to find a DJ that was cool. His name DJ A-Flow. He ended up DJing my party. Found him. I found a girl that kindly let me use her house. It was in Rosemead. She said I could pay her the money after. So I said, all right, I got the foundation set. I got the party. But how am I going to sell this? Like, how am I going to get everyone to come without all these promoters and this help? And I want people to actually be motivated by this story. Like, I take a lot from this story. You take it how you want it. But it was a very pivotal moment for me because I felt like that's the first time I had to do something really, like, alone. I was like, you know, you try throwing a function by yourself. It's not easy, you know, just by yourself and no help. And it's just... So anyways, I did this really smart thing is I feel like I said, and this is why I feel like I have a really good grasp on perspective. So I did this thing is, I did this, you know, you guys know guest flyers, right? You know when like you guys see flyers, it says hosted by somebody. And I don't want to say I came up on here and I invented that. My stomach's growling. I'm sorry. I'm hungry. I didn't invent that, but I did something smart, which I don't think a lot of people did. So I made these guest flyers. So first of all, I called the party Face Down Ass Up, which is something. It was something for sure. And it was just like I made this little flyer, made it off my phone. So what I did was I made all these guest flyers, and instead of just making some people for the promoters, whatever, I made it for everybody. Like I'm talking about anybody I wanted to send the flyer, even like you would think like, okay, I would make them for like people that host and go to parties. I was making it for anybody that was thinking about attending. If I just wanted you to know what my party, if I just wanted you to post it, everybody had a flyer. So everybody was really posting this flyer and tagging me in it, and it became a thing. And yeah, and then I also talked about, so and I transferred to this one school, Lacerna High School. I was very new at the school, and the reason I'm bringing this up is because it has something to do with the promo and stuff. So I was very new, I didn't really know too many people. I would go around campus taking these videos, like in the quad area or something like that, and be like, April 28th, make sure you guys pull up, you know what I'm saying, we gonna be there, it's gonna be lit, however I would say it, and I'll be like, maybe I'll get random people to come, and I say, hey, come here, where you gonna be April 28th, you know what I'm saying, tell them what's up, and they'll get into it, and they'll be like, April 28th, everyone pull up, even if they weren't even coming, like, you know what I'm saying, so, I don't know, man, so then I had people was writing April 28th on the whiteboard in class. It was getting something, you know what I'm saying? I was going viral, like viral as hell. I just want to get you guys a little history on who I am as a person. So that was the first time I noticed or just realized that the what I have inside me, which I carried on this skill that I didn't know I had all the way, and that's why we're here. You know what I'm saying? You think starting this easy? It was easy starting this podcast? No, it's not hard. It's not easy though. You feel me? Like, it's not hard, but it's not easy. You feel me? It just takes work. But, using your network and connections, a lot of people go to school for the things that I do. Learning how to edit podcast videos and learning how to produce and film. People go to school for stuff like this. Being a host, like TV, like people learn how to do stuff like this. What I'm trying to say, guys, is more of this story is I threw this party. It was great. Over 400 people came. I ended up charging people like $5 for guys, free for girls. That was back in the day. I made over $1,000 that night in one night, man. I remember after paying off everyone, I think I had 800. I paid off like the DJ and I paid the house and stuff like that. No security. My security bailed on me, so I was at the door for most night. But then I had like the house people like switching off of me if I can go back there and have fun a little bit. But I was getting out paper, so I definitely had some fun. So yeah, and I had girls wear booty shorts for free. Come in for free if you got booty shorts on. Very smart tactic. You know what I'm saying? Gotta keep your audience engaged. Participate. You don't care. So that was the first time I kind of knew like I got something in me for real. And I want you guys to take from that story, just realize how like I went from not knowing anyone to help me to throwing one of the biggest parties, and the people that I told that didn't want to help me and stuff, they literally ended up coming to the podcast, bro. So I'm tired, man. Did I just say coming to the podcast? I'm sorry, coming to the party. Like, it was, something. The point is, people are going to, when you're starting something out, when you're trying to do something, a lot of people are going to tell you something. But in the long run, when you get that business started up and when you're the shit, they're going to be right there at the door. Right there. And I mean that, at the door, for real. So, I'm sorry I'm making some bad references, but yeah, man, that's really just, I don't know. So no one really inspired me. I just kind of wanted to tell you that little story. And then, so I think I've always just been someone that's been entertainment in front of a camera. I think that really comes from my mom as well, from just, pushing me to, to just be great and just that I could do anything, just, telling me like she just knew how to bring that out of me, So my mom has a big part to play with it, just who I am as a person. And of course, COVID. To be exact, was watching a lot of podcasts during COVID around 2021. That's when I decided I was gonna make a podcast. So it just kind of just clicked to me like a light bulb in my head. I think I was just watching fucking No Jumper or something. I was like, bro, I think I was watching an interview. I think that just like, oh my God, I don't know who it was, but I was watching an interview that I really was in tune with, and I think I was getting really frustrated like at the questions they were answering. Like I was at the questions they were asking him. I think that's really what did it for me, and I think I was just like, dude, what the fuck, like. I could do this, and I think that's when it clicked, all clicked, and then one thing led to another. So yeah, that's really just to answer your first question. Do you guys know my the second question is, okay. What's the best advice that you ever received, and what's the one piece of advice you'd like to tell others? Man, I am tired of saying this over and over again. But you know what? We're going to tell you the story real quick. Story time. Once again, little fun fact about me is I was in a military program. It was hell. And my mom put me in it when I was about 16. I was not a perfect kid. Woo, far from it. So I was a little troublemaker. I took my mom's car a couple times, and then I think she claims that was the reason why she put me in it. I didn't go on a high-speed chase. Well, actually, I did. What the fuck? Anyways, we'll talk about that another time. But I took my mom's car a couple times, just driving around, teach myself how to drive. She got really mad. So the next thing you know, I was in the military program. Let me tell you about the military program, guys. Man, is this shit fucked up. So this is what they do to you guys, bro. So first of all, they don't tell you you're going to be in this military program. You just find out. By the time you find out, you're already in it. Let's just fast forward. I'm not trying to take forever taking this story. Okay, so what they do. I forgot the name of the program. I'm sorry, so I can't air them out right now. It starts with a starts with an S. Like, it's literally on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't. Anyways, it's this program. So my mom's putting me in it. First day, they take you to this camp. This is how they do it, guys. They come pick you up at 2 in the morning. I don't know about you guys, but try getting woken up at 2 in the morning. It is not. I'm not talking about your phone goes off and you answer the phone. I'm talking about have someone really come in your room, like really wake you up out of your sleep at 2 or 3 in the morning. It's a lot of things don't make sense. I always tell the story like this. The first thing in my head that was going on, they come in your rooms, 2 guys, and they tell you immediately, just get up. Like, get up. Get up. Immediately, in my head, I was like, bro, is my mom okay? And have you guys seen those movies where, like, the kids find out their mom and her dad is, like, a CIA agent or something like that? And, like, they got to go into hiding, and it's just all news at them at one time. Like, I thought that was my life. That's what was really going on. I was like, bro, this is it. This is real. It was not the case. It's not the case at all. So yeah, I'm high as fuck. But anyways, I'm right there. I'm like, what's going on? Where's my mom? Like, where's my mom? Where's my mom? Come on, get your stuff. Get up. Come on, grab your shoes. Grab your shoes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro. So weirdly, I'm like, the weird thing you do is grab your fucking shoes. Like, I don't know, like, dude, as weird as it sounds, like, I know you guys are probably listening to me like, oh hell no. If that was me or whatever, man, I would have pulled the blammy. Bro, first of all, I'm 15, dude. And second of all, yeah, no. Just like, you really gotta like, yeah, just really picture that. So until you're in that scenario, you don't know what you'll do. And let me tell you, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. And I don't know if I'll do this over again. Like, if I had prior knowledge, probably not. But let me tell you, not until I was in this situation. I never really. Sorry, guys. I never really sat around thinking like, oh, what would I do if these 2 army guys came around? That's not a situation. I know a lot of people think like, oh, what would I do if a gun got pulled up? Okay, but this is a situation you probably do not think about. So I was very bombarded. Was not ready at all. I'm grabbing my stuff. They're like, come on, grab this. I'm walking towards my door. My room's in the back. You guys don't know how my crib looks. My room's in the back. So you got to walk towards the house, be in the front of the house to get out. So I'm walking towards the door, and as soon as I get close to the door, I see a duffel bag right by the door. And right there, my perception changed. I woke up a little bit. I said, hold on a second. This isn't no fucking game. Hold on. It's 2 in the morning. Hold on. There's a bag. They're telling you to get a bag. Things started clicking fast in my head. Turned around a little bit. Saw my mom right in the kitchen. And she just like ducked off. Like real quick. And I said, as soon as I saw my mom, I think I started yelling. I was like, Mom, what the fuck? Mom. I was like, I don't know what was going on, bro. But as soon as I saw her, I freaked out. I was like, whoa, what's going on? As soon as I get outside, that's when they zip tie me, put me in this car, and man, like they zip tie you like from the back, right? So I get in the car. As soon as I get in the car, two other kids looking at me like this, scared as fuck, and I'm saying, bro, what is going on? By the way, I gotta stop cussing on my podcast. Once I get monetized, they're gonna start coming for me for this stuff, like. And I'm not trying to edit out. I don't even know how to do that. So I gotta really stop cussing. Look, anyways, I tell the kids, I'm like, dude, you guys know what's going on? I'm like, they just zip tie me. They come in here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Woo. Let me tell you guys something about black people. I hate to stereotype black people. I really hate to do it. And I'm a little hypocrite about it. But I try to do it in a positive way, not in a negative way. You know what I mean? If that even makes sense. Black people don't settle down easily. We get a little rowdy sometimes. You know, we don't just go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't just try kidnapping a black person. Like, I don't know, like, see how that pans out for you. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but that's just not going to end up good. So, yeah, I felt like I was getting kidnapped. Honestly, I was just freaking out a little bit. I was just like, man, like, I don't know what's going on. So now I was cussing out all these sergeants. Anyways, they take us to the park. They park the car. These other trucks are pulling up. They're loading stuff into a van. I'm like, what is going on right now? The only advantage I knew was I wasn't too far from my house. So I was like, bro, that's weird. That's some park that like right next to my crib. I knew exactly where I was at. They didn't have us blindfolded or nothing like that. Anyways, I bring this up because the guy that told me advice was I met him through this program. If you guys are lost, why this story, like what I'm talking about, the guy I met was through this program. He ran the program. So the sergeant, his name was Sergeant Menjivar. Yeah, so let's rewind to the story. So they're trying to get us out the car. They're like, all right, it's time to go. They're trying to load us in the van. I was not going. They got everyone else in the car, and I said, bro, I'm not going nothing. So, like, I said, bro, y'all going to have to, like, really use everybody to come get me in that car because this is going to be crazy. I'm not going with you guys. Tell me what is going on. Like, until you guys tell me what's going on, I'm not going over with you guys. Like, straight up. I don't care. Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, I get what's going on, but you got to tell me what's going on. I'm not going to be in the dark here. Like, this is crazy. So, they didn't tell me everything, but they said, you know what I mean? They didn't tell me. I was just like, and then I think I asked them like, oh, are you going to cut my hair? At the time, I don't know. I didn't have locks. And like, can you guys see the locks? I didn't have locks like these, but I definitely had like an afro with my twists, curly, just kind of rocking type of thing, poofy. So I didn't want them to cut my hair. And my mom said that's the only thing they couldn't do was cut my hair. So thank God. And then as soon as the sergeant was like, no, we're not going to cut your hair. I was like, whew, cool. And I think I was like, you know what? Perspective changed again. I said, you know what? I'm here. I probably need to work out. I probably was overweight. I said, this is going to be a story to tell. I'm going to thug this shit out. They're not going to cut my hair. What's the worst they're going to do to me? Hey, I always try to make bright the situation. Anyways, they take you up to this camp. It's pretty scary, though. They put your head down. You got to put your head down. You fall asleep. You there. 2-hour drive. You get up there. And, let's just rewind. Not rewind. I'm sorry. Let's fast forward this story. So, yeah, they take you up there. Abuse you, spray you stuff. You're in the snow doing. It's right there out there by like the Grapevine. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it's up there in called Frazier Park. So you're out there doing push-ups in the snow. They wake you up out of your sleep. All types of fucked up shit, bro. It's bad. I survived it though, and they tell you you're gonna be there for 6 months. So you're over there like you're tripping, bro. Because everyone tells you you're gonna be there for 6 months. Everybody tells you that. So yeah, it was pretty like intense, you know what I mean? It's like an illusion, but then you find out that you're going. So you just end up being there for a couple days. It's like 3-4 days. So why I told you this story, one is because it's funny, and two, then you end up being in the program for like a year. Not a year. You end up your contract. It's so weird. You end up being in a contract. Like you got to be there for 6 months or a year, depending on how bad you are, or whatever. But honestly, you got to go back up there to camp every month. Every beginning of the month you got to go to camp. But you don't go as a boot camper. The next time you go back, you go up as a cadet. So you just go up there and just do activities. You just can't be on no phones and stuff like that. So it's just like a different experience. So it's like chill, but it's not like the first time. So you're not doing a bunch of workouts and stuff. You're doing a bunch of boring shit though. Like trust me. Like they had us doing like this thing. I don't know if any military people are watching, but dude, they're gonna give me credit on this. Like. You guys know the phases, like right face, about phase. Like it's like 10. It's like a bunch of phases and stuff. I don't know. They had us doing stuff like that. It's like a marching. You know what I mean? We would be in the cold doing that stuff for hours, bro. Oh my god. So anyway, it's really boring stuff. But the reason I wanted to bring this up is because every meeting and every time we had new kids, the sergeant would tell us one thing all the time, and I'll never forget it. And it's a very piece of advice. I think it's like one of the best that I've got. It's for sure the top 10. And I would give it to anyone because I think advice is hard because advice doesn't always apply to everybody. Like I can give you advice that worked for me, doesn't necessarily work for you. So like the advice my mom gives me isn't the same advice. Like you get me, like it doesn't work for me. Like her advice that she was giving to her does not work for me. If that makes sense, because she was told to do this, do that. Like you know what I'm saying. So everybody's different, but this is the best advice I think everyone could benefit off of. And he would always say, "You guys have two jobs." Let me look in the camera. You guys have two jobs. It's go to school and be a kid. And man, he would repeat that over and over and over and over again. Like, and I just never really understood. Like, go to job. I mean, go to. See, I'm really tired. I'm sorry. Go to school. And, yeah, your job is go to school and be a kid. Like, it really is. And I think, now I think you guys can probably relate to me. Anyone that's adulting, we all know it's not the same as being a kid. But, man, did he tell us, and I was 15 at the time, those were really just my two jobs. Be a kid. Go to school. Just go be a kid. Go to school. Go ride bikes with your friends. Go play video games. Go over to your friend's house. Go exploring. Go do things, man. Be a kid. Anyone that's watching this young generation, go be a kid, man. Don't be so rushed to grow up, bro. I promise you, bro. A lot of things are cool. A lot of things are, you know what I mean? You want all these things when you're younger, you feel me? But the roles really reverse when you get there. You start missing out on what's in front of you, man. And man, did I just... it really just hit me like, damn, go to school and just be a kid. That was that simple back then. That's really all we had to do, guys. Be a kid and go to school, man. Yeah, so this guy, Sergeant Menjivar, he would always tell me that. And I think, like, it's one of the best advice that I've gotten that I necessarily didn't give the time, but I think, like, it's very important. I don't know. Just came to my mind when not whenever, but, that's the first thing that came to my mind. So that's the best piece of advice I've gotten. Shout out Sergeant Menjivar and fuck you. So, both ways. But, yeah, guys. I'm taking a hit of blunt. Sorry I'm sniffing a lot because, like, my allergies is acting up, y'all. Like, it's hot as fuck. I want you guys to know the time right now. The time is 12:20. I'm shooting a podcast right now at 12 at night. That's how much I love this shit. Yeah. I keep looking at the TV, bro. Like, I need to stop looking at the TV. It's because, like, TV's up there. Anyways. Yeah. Next question is... Can you guys see that smoke? Okay, like I said, bro, Eternity, she worded this, like, really wrong, but I kind of get what she's trying to ask me. So she said, what? I think she meant to say reminds, but she put motivates you. Motivates back when you were younger and still continues to this day. Idols, family, places, and things. So I think she meant to say is, like, what reminds, what takes you back, like, to when you were a kid, like, you feel me, and what motivates you. So I think what she said, I think that's what she meant to say. She said, okay, so I think she said, the first one I said was idols. So she used the word idols, right? Idols, honestly, I didn't really idolize famous people. I really idolized family members. So I was really close to my godfather growing up. He was a big idol in my head, like, not my head, in my life. So him, growing up around him, he was a Vietnam veteran, taught me a lot of, like, just being a man and stuff like that. So I think I idolized him. Like, he was just someone I looked up to. For sure, my uncle, he has a successful business. Like, he did a recovery rehab thing, and then he was able to, like, help some of my family members out because he was able to have the bread like that. Just certain things like that. I think I just looked up. Those are kind of like my idols growing up. Just certain people that just treated me right and just I saw good in them. But yeah, and then I think she said, what else? Yeah, I think that's, I don't really know. I don't really know how I think that's what she meant to ask me. Okay, and then she says, when you make it, what's something you do to honor to honor yourself? Like, what was something I would do? She's like, really paint a picture. I want to know the whole fit you're wearing, everything. So, to celebrate, like what I would do. This is picture this, guys. So obviously I'll be in a big ass house, right? I'm gonna be in Friendly Hills. I said this before. I'm gonna be Friendly Hills or Hollywood Hills. Of course, we're gonna have a little podcast set up in the room, somewhere in the house, something like that. But this is what the day would look like celebrating. You feel me? I'd wake up. Of course, I'm gonna have like a butler or something like that, making me food and stuff. Of course, we gotta have that. And then I'm probably gonna have Booch living with me. He's like my co-host. Shout out Booch. You feel me? He's actually has the most podcasts on the most episodes on the podcast. You know, we got like 5 or 6 episodes. Make sure you guys go stream that. Kicking it with Booch right now. Anyways, it would look like this. Wake up, eat some food, call Jaquel. That's my cameraman. Tell him to come over, vlog, smoke a good one, eat some fire breakfast. Breakfast is good when it's nice, when it's like top tier. You know what I'm saying? I ate a lot of mid breakfast when I was a kid. When it's like your mom making it, like, or someone in your family making it, or just that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta get down on that. Anyways, yeah, just getting some good food, smoking after that. Nice. Call over my boy Steve. And of course, I want to have one of those like suburban Cadillacs. I want to invest in those. Like as soon as I like start getting monetized and start making money, I'm definitely gonna get a Cadillac Suburban. I don't want to drive. I hate driving. I want people to drive me around. I fucking hate driving. Need to stop saying the F word. But I hate driving. So of course I'd have Booch whipping that. Steve right there in the passenger. Me in the back. Jaquel recording me, of course, with the vlog. By that time, he's gonna have some fancy shit going on. You feel me? So like, just getting a movie, heading down the straight to Rodeo Drive. The fit that I would be wearing, of course, is Jordan 1s. Was one of my favorite pairs of shoes. So I'll probably have the Chicago Jordan 1s on. Probably some Amiri jeans or some Subi jeans. Something I already be wearing. Purple. The drip is already there, straight up. I just don't have the rollie. But probably something like that. Maybe like a Prada shirt, Dior shirt, or something like that. And then maybe like, depending on the season, maybe a Montclair. I don't know. So I'll be wearing that. Probably pull up. We got to get matched out Rolexes for me and Steve. Me and Steve got to get matching Datejust Rolexes. And I say Datejust Oyster Perpetual Rolexes. I've talked to Brian's son. We're going to make it happen. It's all in the works. I need that rollie. Next year, I need that rollie. Straight up. I need that. Not say next year. I need that right now. I need 2 rollies. I want a Cartier too. I want a Cartier and a Rolex. Anyways, that's what it would really look like for real. And then just cash out all my boys, you know what I'm saying? Just right there, pull up Rodeo, buy him drip, you know what I'm saying? Just do all types of crazy stuff. Just, people I love, you know what I'm saying? I think, yeah, that's pretty much what it would look like. You feel me? Like, that's the, like a day for me, you feel me? Like, I feel like that would be like a celebration, like, yeah, pivotal moment. And that's basically what I would do to honor me myself is just, Steve the Rolex, you know what I'm saying? Booch. I want to help him open up his like own little like restaurant. That would be super cool too. You feel me? And then Jaquel, like he has a clothing desire, like desires and dreams. He likes clothing, so I'm able to help him with that. I'm already trying to help him now, but I would do something in that sort. Steve, all right, I'm already making him a #1 manager. So there's Steve already. He'll take the Rolex. But yeah, that's pretty much what it looked like. And they said, what would be on your mind? So what would be on my mind? I mean, man, I think at that point I would just look back on my life. Just look back on everything that I've been through. I don't really talk about this, open up too much on the podcast. You know what I mean? I don't get too personal, but you guys know Rel. You guys know me, the YouTuber and all that. But I come from. It's not who I am, but I was born. From a very low, of course, of like I'm Belizean, so my family's from Belize. I'm Belizean and Honduran, so my family's from like my mom and my dad are from Belize, so I come from a very, I don't want to say low income, but just very poor. Is Belize an island? No, it's a country. Like a very poor, low country that my family didn't have much growing up. My aunts and uncles made it out here to California. Now they're kind of spread out a little bit. I have some people in Washington, but I come from a very just, from nothing. Like, that's Jarrell. That's who Jarrell was born. That's how, I don't know how to explain it, because that's not who I am today. Obviously, I'm more than that, but that's just where I come from. That's how I was here. You feel me? I didn't come from money. What I'm basically trying to say is I didn't come from money. I don't have this great legacy, or like I didn't have this dad that did this and my mom that was. I didn't come from that, man. You know, I was raised by two moms that raised me to be a very excellent, hardworking, obviously, of course, determined young man. And I think just coming from that, and I don't like to like toot my own horn, but I do like to give myself recognition, just like, and just making something of myself. I think I would just be rewinding my life and just really just sitting down and just processing like I really was born from this and then turned my life into this, you know? You know, like I'm telling you, I have brothers and sisters and stuff like that just like me, you know, and they did not have the life that I had, you know? You know, really, that's why I'm saying I'm a really big believer in God. You know, I feel like I'm one of God's closest childs. You feel me? With the life and the story, the odds that I beat, I really feel like, you know. So I think at that moment I would just be reminiscing and just really just thinking like, you know, yeah. But I think that pretty much wraps it up. I think that was the only questions I asked. I'm really tired, guys. I'm sorry. I'm high as hell too, and I said this story like around 6-7 times. I'm very passed out from talking, but I love you guys. Thank you. If I skipped anything, I think I answered all the questions. Make sure you guys are tuned in. Make sure you guys are subscribed right now. Make sure you guys are following all the ads, like, you know, me on social media at Jarrell. DM me who you guys want to see on the podcast. Make sure you guys are streaming the latest episodes, like my Mix by Marv, of course, our proud sponsor now. And make sure you guys are streaming the female episodes we did, like with Heaven. We did with, we had another girl. We had another girl in here, but who was it? Yeah, it was Sierra. Yeah, so just make sure you guys go streaming all that, guys. Make sure you guys go streaming the vlogs. We got some new vlogs. We got some new vlogs coming soon, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. We're gonna try to do one with Mixed by Marv, something like that. And I think until then, I'll see you guys on the next episode for real.